This project actually came in a very interesting way because, you know, the Emerson Quartet, they were essentially engaged their contract with the Deutsche Grammophon to record the entire Mendelssohn String Quartet cycles.
And we thought, wow, it's important to do the Mendelssohn Octet. That's a very popular piece. People know it. And who could we do that with, you know?
I said, you do yourself.
Come on, that's crazy. You know, we can't do that. You know, and the idea of recording it with yourself, so to speak, presents a very creative challenge. What we had to do first was to make a canvas, so to speak. The musical interpretation has to be there. That means that you're not necessarily going to be playing the same part all the time through. It's not like you sit down and everybody just plays, you know, the first parts, the first and second violin, first viola, first cello, fine, and then you come back in and there's no way you can do that. We're moving around specifically because we are making the most musical decisions about which parts are prominent. In other words, once you set that canvas, that musical interpretation, that's it. You have to agree on that. And then, on top of that, then you come in. Not to say that you can't have rubato and time and phrasing and all the things. Yes, you can make it musical, but you have to believe in it.
That's really fun.
This sounded great. This sounded great. That sounded great. The stroke's exactly the same.
We play alike, so what I like about it is that you don't have to rehearse it. Everything, you know, in terms of matching sounds and vibrato, well, that stuff just happens naturally because you're playing against yourself and you do the same kind of things. In a way, it does sound like just a really big string quartet.
Yeah.
Those are great. The ending was great.
Wow.
This would be like softer.
Softer. Because the first volume is very soft.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, this is going to be great. This is unreal.
And the detail and the absolute clarity, I think it's going to work out. That's going to be one of the most exciting in terms of the detail and being able to really hear everything in this performance.
Oh, great. Listen, in this last part, since... Listen, in this last part,
Yeah.
because
We're using 8 different instruments. A complete set of old Italian instruments and a complete set of Sam Sigmuntovich instruments. 2 violins, viola, and cello.
See, we're not going to tell.
The thing is
Yeah, we're going to list all the instruments
no.
on the record, but it's not going to say who's playing what when. It's a perfect mixture of instruments from Sam Sigmuntovich that he made each one for us, and early Italian instruments. I mean, really, can you tell the difference from looking at it?
My recent acquisition here is Samuel Sigmuntovich violin. It's based on a Guarneri del Gesù model. It was completed in the spring of 2002. This is an early Strad made in 1686.
the new instruments are all made by Sam Sigmuntovich, which is the violin that I play most of the time. It's a 1999 copy of my teacher Oskar Shumsky's Stradivarius, the Rode Strad, which is a violin that was made in 1715. I'm lucky enough to be borrowing the Panette Guarneri del Gesù, which was made in 1737. And this was the violin that Isaac Stern played for most of his long career.
Well, this is my Montegazza, made in 1796. Really, I think one of the greatest violas, old Italian violas around. And, you know, all the other guys were getting, they were all getting Sam Sigmatovich to make instruments. David, of course, being the first one with the cello. And I'm being the last. And Sam, just recently, actually, September of 2003, we talked about it for a long time, and he made a copy of, essentially a copy of this viola.
This cello is a Stradivari, what they call Stradivarius model cello. And Stradivari in the early 1700s basically perfected the forms of the violin and cello. They'd never really been improved upon. So Sam made this cello after the Duport Stradivari of 1711. And this is a Guadagnini from 1754, which is it's a much smaller model cello, as you can see the size difference.
I think we wanted to just leave it ambiguous so that people would have to try to figure it out, try to guess it. And I'm listening now to these playbacks and hearing both instruments lined up side by side. I can't even tell.
Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot which cello I'm playing now, because I'm holding both of them. Okay.